Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a bit choppy, maybe. I'm not even sure. I'm recording this introduction. This may not even make it to YouTube. It is currently 5:45 on Friday the 16th of August. And we've got friends coming up to stay this evening. We are going to go out for some drinks and some food. And then tomorrow we're going to go for a really long walk to the Brecon Beacons. It's about 2.5 hours from the flat. We're going to go for a really long walk. I think it's like 15 kilometers. Get those steps in. And then Sunday, we've got all of the family, my tribe are here for big family roast. And then probably by Sunday night, Mark and I will be sitting on the sofa going, that was the weekend. So I'm doing an intro and I'm going to try and film little bits throughout the weekend. So there's probably not going to be a huge amount of knitting content. Although who knows, depending on how long this video is, if you are watching this and you can see how long it is, might give you a clue as to how much knitting content. Which is why I'm saying there may not be a video. This may never get to YouTube. This will be lost in the archives. This will be one of those unearthed, the lost blog. Maybe that's what I need to call it. But hi, if you're new here, my name is Martin and I live in Cardiff with my partner Mark. And this is my little bit of YouTube where I talk about my knitting and my crochet. Always fibre related. There's always something going on. There's always a new project to start. I'm itching to start the new West Knits wrap, but I'm not starting. It's not on my list. I'm not doing it. I'm saving my cast on for the MCAL, the Mission Knit Along, when it arrives. So if you're new here, please watch this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like what you see. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see and you want to not miss out on any of my future videos. And of course, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time. I'm going to start with a finished object. I know, right? Who am I? I was making this tail in 2 videos ago, I think, and sort of said, if you know what this is, you know what this is. If you know, kind of thing. This is Jessie the raccoon. It's a pattern by Toft, and it's a finished object. It's one of 3, but I'm not going to say any more. I'm going to put a little teaser here because it's setting up a future video, but it's a finished object that I got done this week. I managed to get Jessie and some friends sewn up. So Jessie is a finished object, which we'll show off in this video. And if you can't guess or haven't guessed already, Jessie is a raccoon. And I said the pattern is by Kerry Lord of Toft, and it's got this wonderful loop stitch tail. Loop stitch is my favorite Toft crochet technique that gets used in patterns. So we've got loop stitch on the face with some color changing. Yeah. So I finished Jessie, and you'll find out more about Jessie and why I finished Jessie in a future video. But my plans this weekend are simple. I'm looking over there because that's where Thea's cardigan is. I'm not going to go and get it. I'll show it in a later video. I'm going to try and take my cardigan on the walk tomorrow. I was thinking, like, we're going to need to sit down. I'm going to need some breaks. So I might take a bit of knitting and knit in the beacons. So hopefully you'll get to see some, I was going to say wildlife. There's no wildlife in the Brecon Beacons. Maybe some sheep. I might try and do some footage of the walk. But the main thing I want to knit on this weekend is keep going with my MCAL shawl. So this is the pattern by Stephen West. It is the Geo Gradient shawl, which was the mystery knit along from last year. This is my second one. I'm making it for me. The first one I made last year was for Mark. And I did a crochet start, and this is the end of week 2. So I've just got 2 more rows to do, and then I finished week 2. And then I think I do a big bind off, if I remember rightly, before we start the wingspan. I think I maybe bind off. I can't remember, but I'm going to show that in the video. So I'm going to try and do a bit of knitting, some more knitting, no crochet in this video, apart from Jessie. So he is done. and he's super cute, and I love the tail. I love loop stitch. Did I mention? So I'm going to try and get some knitting done. I'm not going to finish Thea's cardigan. It's slow going, knits and purls. We're knitting back and forth on the jumper, on the cardigan, sorry, on the body of it. So I'm going to try and get some done on that. I'm going to get some done on my MCAL, hopefully. And then I will make this as a choppy video. I'll edit it all together. And yeah, you basically get to spend the weekend with Mark and I. Hopefully my friends, Scott and Rich, I've made them a gift. It's on the table there. So hopefully I'll show you that. They might come on camera. Hopefully up the Wrecker Beacons. Maybe a bit of the craziness because the kids will be here. Niece 1, 2 and 3 and nephew 1 will be here on Sunday. Maybe they'll join a blog at some point. I'm not sure what else you're going to see. But grab a drink, grab your project and knit or crochet or craft along with me and see what Mark and I get up to this weekend. We are nearly at the summit of Penavan.
And the cloud has decided to come out to give us the most gorgeous view.
Look at the views! Oh, I'm tired. I'll talk to you more at the top. We are at the top. Look at the view. There is a sheep. This is a wool channel. There's a sheep. There's Mark.
She's been shaved, unfortunately.
She's boys.
Can't even take the wool.
No, we can't take the wool off her. She's had a shearing. Yeah, we are at the top and it's cold. My coat's in my bag. But by the time I get my coat out and put it on, I think I'm going to be hot going back down the mountain. So I'm not doing that. We're queuing to have our picture taken.
How very British of us.
We're queuing. I know, but we're queuing to have our picture by the sign in the fog that you can't really see. It's taken us 73 minutes. Scott is fuming because his personal best is half an hour. It's taken us 73 minutes. We have been to the other peak and we stopped. Oh, there's another sheep. Oh, is that the same sheep? That might be this.
You had a couple of pit stops as well. You had a granola bar.
we did stop for water to hydrate. Right. I don't know what you're going to see next. She's very friendly. I know, I'm just vlogging as well. Yeah, all of us. Stop blocking. I'm on the top. Where's the sign? There's the sign. Oh, that could be the thumbnail.
Right, we'll have a fun one.
Right, we've had our picture. I've had to put my coat on. I'm cold. Rich has put sun cream on.
Because it was warm in Cardiff.
Yeah, but I don't know why you're laughing. You've got sunglasses on.
Yeah, I know. I'm on a mini skirt.
I'm not showing your legs on the channel. Right, we're going to walk down now.
It's YouTube, not
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm an adventurer. I'm practically Scott to the Antarctic. And Mark made granola bars. Oh, these are nice. Where is he? Yeah, granola bars, lovely.
Yeah, is there any sugar in it? Only like 70 grams.
Guava,
Other side of the
banana, apricots. I got a nut allergy. There's a fact for you. Did you know that? So Mark makes them because lots of granola bars have nuts in, and I can't eat them. Right, now I need to put you away because I don't want to slip down the mountain. No one wants mountain rescue. Right. Climb Penavan, they said.
It'll be fun, they said.
It'll be fun, they said. It's raining.
Beautiful views.
But he's still got his sunglasses on.
Yeah, because it's stopping the rain.
At least we're on our way down.
Well, you should experience it.
And now the rain has stopped. We're back at the bottom, nearly. The bottom? The bottom of the mountain. The foot of the mountain. You can tell. Explorers we are not.
It's definitely.
And it's warmed up. That was not fun. It was fun. I did enjoy it. The bit that wasn't fun was the rainy bit coming back down. Right, we're going home. Yeah, we're going home. There is some crafty content coming up shortly. Stay tuned for a surprise gift for these two. Yeah, I'm drying off as well. Right, we're home from the walk, clean clothes, warmed. I need to show you. I'm gonna spin you around. So, Rich and Scott got engaged while they were on holiday, and I made them. Look, so Toft mini dolls. So this is Rich, and this is Scott with their little hair. You ready? Do you want to see them in real life? Da 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 da. Yeah. So these are the mini dolls. The light is glaring. And yeah, I customized them. Scott is always in shorts. So is the doll. Rich is sensibly wearing trousers. Happy
Thanks,
engagement.
Thank you,
I love it. It's the cutest thing ever. So yes, good morning. It is now Sunday. Mark is up. I'm up, obviously, because I'm filming this. It's the calm before the storm. So we think the rabble's arriving from 11:30. My middle brother is always late. My younger brother is always very prompt. So we basically just say, rather than giving them a specific time, we say, no later than 12:30, no earlier than 11:30. So they've basically got an hour's window to arrive. I'm going to burn my hand on my cup. So yes, we have the rabble come in. 8 adults, 4 kids. We're doing a big Sunday roast. Chicken, stuffing, roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, all the vegetables. Oh, did we get peas?
No.
Oh, they'll need to bring peas for the kids. Right, I'll text them in a minute. Yeah, so we've had a lovely quiet start. I've lit a candle. I'm doing some knitting on my MCal. I finished this section. So finished this section that I was working on. Very bad photo. I'll get the tripod and I'll show you a bit later on when they've all gone. And I've bound it off. Where's the bind off? Oh, there it is. That side. Yeah, so finished this section and I've bound it off. So I-cord bind off. I love an I-cord bind off. So that's all done. And I've now started the lacy section. Lacy section? The slip stitch section. So I'll show you that in a bit.
Sorry.
He's just dropped some form of bowl.
Well, I caught it.
You did catch it. Very well done. So yeah, welcome to Sunday. I don't know really what you're going to see. We had such a lovely time yesterday. We didn't take any footage Friday night. We were in the moment. We had sushi. Then we decided, should we go into town? So we went to the city centre. We had drinks. We got home at 1:30, which was fun. And then we enjoyed our walk yesterday. And that walk was amazing. But do you know what made me realise? And I say this all the time to Mark. When we drive up north of Cardiff and we drive away, we're like, we've got so much greenery and so much prettiness on our doorstep. So Pen y Fan, where we were, if it had been glorious sunshine, the views would have been spectacular for me to have shared with you. But instead we had mist. but it's fine, it's Wales. But we were less than an hour from the flat. And I forget sometimes that we've got that available to us. So it was really nice to go and do that. And then, yeah, the boys went home and then we just watched some telly. Emily in Paris has dropped, so we started watching that. We've saved the final 2 for tonight when everyone's gone. So let's get on with Sunday. I'm going to help Mark prep the lunch and have a little potter. Bit of Downton Abbey on a Sunday, a candle, some coffee and some knitting. What more could you want apart from the rabble coming? It would be quite nice to have just a peaceful, lazy day of knitting, but that's not going to happen. So I'll do some knitting until they arrive. So yeah, let's get on with the MCAL. Matthew, wait to YouTube.
No, not really. He's meant to be having kids for a week, so he can't leave the kids now with him. So I don't know what. I think we've got him on.
Yeah, I've seen this bit over the top.
Loki.
Where did Wayne and Claire go on their honeymoon?
Okay, it is now 7 p.m. on Sunday. We're in the golden hour. It's really, I love this time of the day. I'm not going to lie. We've had a nap. This is a real life, true to life. This is a real life blog. Everyone's gone home. You've seen a little bit of footage of the kids. And I think my brothers. I haven't edited the end of this video together yet, so I'm not quite 100% sure what footage made it in. But you saw something. We had the best time. It was so much fun. I love it when we all get together. It's loud, it's noisy. They all went, and then we just laid on the bed before we watched the end of Emily in Paris. Or Emily in Paris, as I think is meant to be, because it's meant to rhyme. Emily in Paris, Emily in Paris, because obviously we're British. And then we were like, felt ourselves dropping off. So like an old pair of grandpas, we've had a little Sunday afternoon nap. But it was lush, and that's what Sundays are for. So you will see some final knitting content coming up, because I'm going to do a bit more on my MCAL and finish a whole pattern repeat. But I kept this mess to show you. I'm going to spin you around. Some people often say, like, what do you do with all the Toff toys that you make? They live in this basket. The shawls usually live there on the sofa, but they're on the floor. That's all my MCAL shawls from previous years. Where's my favourite? There he is. My ultimate favourite. My slip extravaganza. Mark's going to be really annoyed now because I've messed them up. But that's my fave. But all the toys live in this little felt basket. Where did we get that felt basket from?
John Lewis, I think.
Oh, John Lewis, right. But the kids come in and I got the toys out. So they're allowed to play with all of these. There's a sheep. And yeah, at one point they were currency and they were holding them like this going, can you give me £10 please? So they were £5 each. So it was 5, 10. So we were doing currency with them. Other times we're going, what's the name of this one? And I was going, oh, that's Bradley. And then they laughed because they thought that was a funny name for the squirrel. So yeah, the toys are out and I don't know why she's over here all on her own. Poor Rebecca Turtle is out the way. So yeah, that's what I do with all the Toff toys. So there are some, like the ones there on the bookcase. They're the ones with the beads on, and the dolls have got the beads on, and they know they're not allowed to play with the beaded ones. Because as much as I love the kids, if they fling one with beads, like they've done with these, across the room, and the beads shatter, I think I'd have a little cry. So they're not allowed to play with the bead ones, but they know they can go in the basket. So I thought I'd leave those there and show. That's what we do with my Edwards menagerie. That's all my Toff stuff. So the dishwasher's going on. Morag. Love her. Why can't I not do this in a there? No, kind of. Yeah, so the dishwasher's going on for a second run. Do we reckon we're going to need a third one? Yeah. Oh, you did see the pavlova. Mark made passion fruit and white chocolate pavlova. It was gorgeous. There's now left. No, there's no food left. Everyone ate well, which was great. So I'm going to get my MCAL, which I don't know where it is. There it is. It's still living in my Stephen and Penelope MCAL bag from last year. So I'm going to finish the colour that I'm on and then finish the next colour. And that's that's another full repeat done. And then I will show you my progress. So stay tuned and you can see the final bit of my weekend knitting. I've made some good progress. I'm feeling very proud of myself. We'll polish the halo, I think. But yeah, it's 7:30 on a Sunday. Good morning. It is 6:45 on Monday now. I've not long got up. I'm in yesterday's t-shirt. I'm going to go and have a shower and I'm going to go to work. But before I do that, I'm going to finish editing this little bit of the video. So I've got my coffee. Good morning. It was late last night. By the time we did some knitting, but then it was quite late. And yeah, I was like, I'm not getting the camera out now. It's too late. So progress then this week. I have. This is Thea's cardigan. So this is the Madeline cardigan jacket by Sarah Hatton for West Yorkshire Spinners. If you want to know more about this pattern, head back and watch the West Yorkshire Spinners video from a couple of weeks ago because I show off the pattern in more detail. But this is made in Pavan Peak, double knit. I've got one more, I think I've got 8 rows to go. And then I'm on the final decrease. So this is a cardigan that's knit bottom up. And it will go something like, the bottom's curling, but I think it'll block out fine. And it's gonna have the button bands, which will, I think, give it some stability. But it's a cardigan that goes like this. And then you put button bands up. But I'm doing some decreases, so you can't really see the way I'm holding it out, but it decreases in ever so slightly, just up towards the sleeves. So I've got 8 rows to go, and then I've got the final decrease, and then it's just straight up to the sleeves. The pattern tells you to start with the sleeves, which you do in the round, but I didn't. I decided to do the main body first, so then I'll get to the point that I need to add in the sleeves and then I'll go back and I'll do that. So I've made some good progress on that. It is quite slow going. It's about 150 stitches, knit a row per row. So each row is quite, it doesn't take me like, it's not half an hour a row or whatever. Yeah, I'm just plugging away at it. Good TV knitting. So I've made some progress. I think the last time you saw it, it was probably down here somewhere. So I've done a bit of work on that this week. Most importantly this week though, I have made some really good progress on my MCAL. So when you saw this last, I've not sewn in any of my ends yet. I haven't done the weave and Stephen. The back needs fixing. And the cable keeps hitting the chair. So if you hear that noise, sorry. But when I was on it last, I was doing, so it's the square in the center, then it becomes like a diamond shape because you do these sections here. And when I was on it last, I think I was on this, I was around here the last time you saw it. So I'd finished that section, it's actually this side. So I finished that section and then you do a bind off on one side, which is what I've done here. So we've got the little I-cord bind off in colour A. So I've done the bind off and I've now started the stripe section. I'm just trying to move my coffee so that the ends don't go in the coffee. So if I get out of the way, it might focus a little bit better. Kind of. You can see the slip stitches, they go up that way, that way, that way. So we've got this alternating slip pattern. And and that's 2 full repeats. So this is the first part of the pattern where you first learn that technique, and then it's repeat 1, repeat 2, and I think I've got to do it 10 times. It's going a little bit quicker than I remember. I kind of put off, because I know the border is crazy, because you get up to over 1,000 stitches. But I was kind of like, oh, then I've got to do the wingtips and those slip stitches. But actually, it's not. Do you get that? I think like muscle memory, you remember things differently. But it's a lot quicker than I remember it being. And of course, each time, so it's a straight edge here. So where we've cast off, you get a straight edge that comes out, and then you get the decrease. So you can just see it's decreasing on an angle. So it comes into a tip. So every other row, you decrease on the wrong side, on this side, and I think it's the right side on the other, so that you get a mirror. So yeah, every time it's decreasing by 1 stitch every other row. So obviously it's getting shorter and shorter. And I think if I remember rightly, when I get to like with this much to go, it flies off because there's not that many stitches. But certainly doing this yesterday, yeah, it was going a lot quicker than I remember, which is interesting. Interesting to me, probably not to you lot. So I've made good progress on my MCAL this week. I really wanted to get going on this now. So I have done the bind off, and I have started the wingtip. So this week, I hope to finish the body on Thea's little jacket, and then maybe start the sleeves. And I hope to finish this wingtip and then get the other one started. Might sew in some ends one evening. I've got back to band this week now. So I play in a brass band for those of you that don't know, and we've had the summer off, and band is back tonight. I've really missed everyone. I've not necessarily missed going to band in the evenings. I've got a little itch. I don't know why. So I'm back to band. So I lose some of my knitting time, but we've got a competition in 3 weeks. It's going to be tight. In Yarm, which I think is like north of Sheffield. It's like in the north of England somewhere. So I've got that competition. So back to band. So yeah, I've got a lot that I want to get done, and I really feel like I can make some good progress on this one and get this. It's a big one to get ticked off the list. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here and watching. It's been knitting, crochet light this week. There has been things, but I did say last week, I don't know if there's going to be a video because we've got friends staying, we've got family coming over. There might not be a lot of knitting time, but then I thought, actually, this is my Knit365 channel. This is about how I try and knit a little every day. And do you know what? Some weeks we make a lot of progress, and some weeks we don't make so much. And I feel like that's okay. And this is kind of like the real life side of blogging, that I've made some progress. I feel really happy with what I've done this week. Have I made as much as I probably would have liked? Never. There's always more that I want to get done, but there we go. So next week, it's bank holiday here in the UK, bank holiday Monday. There will be a video, and I hope it's a super special, it's the video, it's coming. I just need to link that video with Toft. So I think the video's coming next week. If not, there will be, because it's bank holiday weekend, I'm off work. I've got a week and a half off work. So I've only got 4 days in this week, and then I'm off, which is going to be lush. So, yeah, there will be a video next Monday, definitely. It will either be another one like this, that's a bit more what we've been up to this weekend, or it will be a fun behind the scenes, let's go on a road trip. So we're going out and about. I can't wait. I hope it's that video, and I think it is that one coming. So for those of you, we've had a bit of knitting for the last 2 weeks, so some crochet returning, but I'm hoping the knitters will watch and get on board, because it's very exciting. But I'll be back anyway. There will be a video next week as we head into September. Let's move it on. I'm very happy though. So thank you very much for watching. Have you ever been at Pavan? Are you a climber? For Mark and I, who are newbie climbers, where should we climb next? Let us know in the comments. We actually had a really good time. How are you making plans going? Let me know what you've been working on. Let me know what you finished or you started. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you don't yet subscribe to help me continue to grow my community. Can we get to 10,000 subscribers before the Mission Knit Along? That's my plan. That would be amazing. I think with about 150, 160 maybe. I might misremember that. Like, it's doable. So tell your friends. Let's see if we can get to 10,000 before the MCAL. I would love that so much. It will be amazing. And Irina and I will be back, hopefully. I need to check in with her for Humans of West Knits and all the behind the scenes shenanigans during Vlogtober. So yeah, so much fun and exciting. So much fun and excitement due in the next couple of weeks and months. So stay tuned. Thank you very much. Have a lovely week. I'm going to go and edit this video together now before I go to work. So until we speak again, happy crafting.